So I am replacing my dome lights on my 2013 Cadillac CTS Performance. I'm going to replace this bulb and this bulb. So all I have to do is go along here and pry it down. You could either use a plastic wedge to pry it down slowly or your fingers. But just make sure you do even pressure and you go around and doing it so you don't break the plastic tabs. So once you have this down, you can see it just dangles here. So what you want to do, and here is where your bulbs are. They're behind this plastic piece and this plastic piece. So what you want to do is easy access. Disconnect if you have a garage door opener. These 3 buttons are for the garage door opener. Just disconnect right here so it can lower itself. Just take this tab, pull it up, and pull this out. And then just tuck it in so it's out of your way. So now this thing, the dome light, is hanging here. So what you want to do, there are 2 screws holding this plastic piece where your bulbs are. So what you do is you take a star bit T10. There's one here and one here. Same thing for this side. There's one here and one here. And what you do is just unscrew it. And carefully unscrew it so you don't lose the pieces. So now that I took out my screw here and my screw back here, all I do is carefully just pry this open and let it dangle. It's not hurting anything. So now that you have this off, you want to take this lens out. On my Cadillac, there is just a small tab on the back of it. Just take a flathead screwdriver, push it in so you can take it off. Now that you've taken the lens out, this is what the lens looks like. Just put it down. Here is your bulb. Now what I want to do is take out the factory bulb and replace the LED, which I already have. So when you do put the bulbs in, they look like, let me show you the factory one. Oop. They look like this. Just flat piece. So once you take it out, I will show you what it looks like, how you put it back in. So now that you take out the factory bulbs, do you see where the brass is? That's where the bulbs go. Now on the bulbs there is a polarity of how to put them in. If you can't get it right the first time, just flip it over and do it again till it works, and I'll show you. Okay, so I put my new bulb in and I want to try it out to make sure it works before I even put all this back together. So this button right here, which is usually gets pushed by that button, to this black button here. What I'm going to do is see if my bulb works, if I have to flip the bulb. And it doesn't work, so that means I have to just flip it the other way so it works. Now that I flipped it, let's see if this works again. So again, push this button right here just to see if it works. And it works. So now all you have to do now is put this plastic lens back on and put it back together. So now that I snapped my lens back in, right there, all I have to do is put it back in here, line it back in here. And put my two screws back, and carefully put them back in without dropping the screws. So now that I put my 2 screws back in, right here and right here, and I did the same thing on this side, I took out my screws, put in the LED, and put everything back together. I'm ready to assemble this. Now that wire there was for the garage door opener, don't forget to put it back in. And carefully, I'm doing this one-handed, put it in and make sure this black tab hits behind this connector here. And now all you have to do is line this all up, put it in, and give it a good tap just to hold it in. Now that it's back together, you can see that my dome lights work. And that's it. Hope this video was helpful for you.